Hello everyone, Dragon Goes to Japan, and tonight is actually tonight for Thought of the Day. I wanted to talk about something kind of serious that has come up here a lot when I've been here in Japan, and kind of just when I was in America as well, which is mistakes. So everyone makes mistakes. I'm no saint. I have made lots of mistakes about a lot of things. I've made a lot of mistakes regarding my channel, my life, my homework, my classes, my job. But that's an okay thing, and I've realized that now today more than ever because I've been doing my channel, and I've made a lot of mistakes on my channel for comments and then updating and then putting things together, trying to make sure that I do things right, which I'm not a professional. I'm still new to all this. This isn't really something I've ever really thought about doing, which I'm kind of glad I did because I'm learning a new set of skills. But when it comes to mistakes, especially for me, this is a really big opportunity. Excuse me, have a really big opportunity because I've always been a person afraid of making mistakes constantly. So to kind of put myself in this perspective, in this light now of like, okay, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna have to try a little harder. So I was like, okay, this can be done easier. So yeah, when it comes to mistakes, I've made mistakes here with regards to my channel, with even going into places that I didn't know that I couldn't go, not because I was different, well, partly that, but partly because I didn't understand where I was going. Mistakes with just getting along with people, having misinterpretation of body language. You're gonna make mistakes, and anything you pursue, anything you try, anything that you do, it's all trial and error. And mistakes here in Japan have been kind of like fewer than they should be, but I've learned a lot from those mistakes. But with what I've been doing on my channel, with a lot of these new things and this Thought of the Day program, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes in the beginning. I'm going to make a lot of like screw ups. I'm going to make a lot of accidents. I just want you guys to know that as I'm making this, you know, it's okay to make errors and mistakes. That's part of it. That's part of life. That's part of the challenge. That's part of improving and growing. So with that being said, trial and error is a key to everything. And this means if you want to come here to Japan and everyone's telling you it's the biggest mistake of your life, and that's what kind of everyone told me, is like, you're making the wrong decision. You shouldn't be coming here. It's not effective. Yeah, it's worth the risk though. I mean, if you want to take a mistake, and if it's terrible after like 3 months, which some people do, very few people leave here after 3 months, but some people leave after 3 months. But you still learn something from that kind of mistake. So you have to take the initiative. You have to try and drive and push and try and pick something new to talk about because it's going to be different. And I'm saying this in the context with myself as well, that with the mistakes I'm making on my channel, which is commenting, editing, and things like that, I'm not a good editor. I'm still working on a lot of these things. I'm not good at a lot of aspects of the internet like I used to be because I've changed jobs, I've done this and that. Mistakes are going to happen, and I hope that when you guys see I make a mistake, you tell me, hey, you made a mistake, and that's what you need to correct. And, you know, someone has been very nice enough to do that. I want to thank him very much for watching my channel and letting me know that I made a mistake that I wasn't aware of because I've never seen it. Then again, I haven't been doing as much work on YouTube as I should be. So that's kind of a consistent area I have to work on too, is trying to get a little bit better knowledge of what I'm operating on. But with that, it's not a bad thing to make mistakes. I've made mistakes when it comes to just simple things of meeting people here. Wrong gestures, wrong signs, I would say, because I'm, as a Western person here, I make miscalculations on what I should say or how I should act. So it's okay though. I mean, you're not perfect. No one's perfect. Japanese are very strict about trying to make mistakes, and that's why success sometimes is very hard here for teaching English to Japanese or Japanese speaking English, because they're very afraid of failure. And you shouldn't be afraid of failure, because failure is the key to success. And where you fail at one thing, you succeed at another. And then where you fail, you learn something. I think Thomas Edison And one of his most famous quotes, I'm going to quote actually for this, is he once said that when someone asked him, is like, you failed to make a light bulb. It took you 1,000 times to make a light bulb. What happened? Something to that effect. And he says, no, I found 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. So through trial and error and through mistakes, things like this, we grow as a person, and then we kind of grow in our experience. Being here in Japan, I made a lot of mistakes with just getting around here, like getting mistakes with train systems and places to go and things to do and things to eat, and even how you conduct yourself here. I've had mistakes, but it's okay. I mean, I would never tell myself not to make a mistake after being here for so long. So, yeah, that's kind of what my thought of the day was, is about mistakes, and mistakes are okay. Anyone who pursues YouTube or comes to Japan, you're gonna make mistakes, but don't let it kind of hinder you. Make sure you own up to it and just kind of push through it, and that's what's important. I have been trying to do that more as a person and more as a face value for myself too. So with that being said, I hope that, you know, this kind of teaches someone, or someone's like, okay, that makes sense to me, for it's okay to make mistakes. And I think that's the hardest thing to accept, is it's okay to make mistakes sometimes. So, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me, guys, what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't be afraid to hit that like button. And I'll see you guys on the next thought of the day. But, yeah. See you guys next time. Later.